Okay, so we are going to look at a down, up, and over in the hips. Let's go ahead and start on the right side. We're going to create that down the exact same way by bending the knees and really releasing one hip into the ground. By bending that knee a little bit further, being very conscious to not push our weight up into the other hip, keeping our pelvis right underneath us and not allowing it to escape behind us. So we're going to drop the knee. Put the weight into that side. We're going to slide out just like we do in the taksim, but then I want you to think about pushing the heel up off the ground. So you're going to come up onto your toes and you're going to lift this hip up into you. So I can use a little bit of my oblique to help draw the hip into me, but I'm also using the heel and kind of rolling from my pinky toe to my big toe. Let's just do this one side. So what I'm doing now is kind of creating a circle. I'm rolling from my pinky toe to my big toe on that right foot to draw this hip up in and over. So you'll see that this movement can be quite big because I'm actually taking my heel off the floor, pushing into the ball of my foot. So I'm bending my knee, dropping that right hip. You want to make sure that right hip is lower than the left as you begin, pushing down like you're smooshing into the floor, and then grabbing it up and pulling it up out of the floor to create that inside hip circle, right? An inner hip roll. I'm rolling the hip into me using my obliques, using my knee, and using my heel, right? Let's do a couple more of those on the right side, rolling from the pinky to the big toe, rolling from the pinky to the big toe. Now let's try the same thing on the other side. So I'm bending this right or the left knee now, bending the left knee, pushing out, right? Being sure not to push the weight into the right hip, bending the left knee, sliding it out, lifting up, pushing the heel up off the floor, pushing the weight into the ball of my foot, squeezing with my oblique and rolling from my pinky to my big toe. Pushing out, squeezing up, rolling in, keeping the hips right underneath me, nice long spine, all the way up through the head like a beam of light shooting out of your head into the sky. Pushing down, out, and squeeze in. Down, out, up, and squeeze in. So I'm getting that little roll in the foot. Down, out, up, and squeeze in. Bend the knee. My knee stays soft the entire time. I bend it a little bit more at the beginning to drop the hip into the floor, but I don't ever straighten the knee. Yeah, push it down, out, and up and in. Down, out, up and in. Down, out, up and in. Good. Keep that going just a few more times so we even out the right and the left side, and then we'll look at how we transition from one side to the other. And one more time. Down, out, up, in, squeeze through, and good. So when we're going to transition from one side to the other, just like the taksim, we're coming through at an angle. So we're going to slide the hips through at an angle and plie to help create the transition from one side to the next. So if I start here on the right, I'm going to push down, out, up, squeeze in, bend the knees, plie. Both knees come forward, right? So not in towards each other or out, and slide out. Bend and plie. Bend, plie, slide through, right? Bend, plie, slide through. You'll find you're still getting that roll through. So while I said you don't want your knees to come in together this way, you'll notice as you slide through, right, because I end up here on my toe, I definitely do have a small angle in my leg. So whether you have that small angle or your feet and knees end up pointing forward, either is good. You just don't want to think about turning in the knees a lot to create this movement, right? I'm rolling through and keeping my hips, for now, parallel to the mirror, yeah? So we're going down, out, squeeze in, slide through. Down, out, squeeze in, slide through. Let's go really slow. Down, out, squeeze in, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Slide, plie, push out. And then push the heel, squeeze the oblique, slide through. And to the other side. A little bit more here. Trying to keep that upper body as steady as possible, right? So I'm not allowing it to reach away from what I'm doing, though that's certainly an artistic choice you can make later on. For now, we're keeping it as isolated to just this movement as possible so that we have the most flexibility in what we add later on in the game, yeah? Out, up, and in. out, up, and in. So you'll notice because I'm bending the knee, I'm plieing through the center, and I'm pushing off the ground with my heel, you'll notice you get a little lift and fall, a little ebb and flow, a little bobbing in the water, right? As you do this, which compared to the taksim with the heels flat on the floor, the head level does not change at all as you do the movement. Right, so this has a lot airier, floatier feeling. It's a lot more, feels like a high center of gravity movement, whereas the taksim stays very rooted to the floor. Now let's do one more each side. Up, over, in, plie. Up, over, in, plie. Looking good. So let's go ahead and put on some music and we will drill our inner hip roll. All right, take a deep breath. Find your posture. We'll start on the left side, nice and slow. 5, 6, 7, 8. Good, going down, out, up and in, slide through. One more time, really slow. Good, take it a little faster. Down, out, in, slide through. Let's take it a little faster. Here we go, left and right. I invite you to play with how wide your feet are set in this movement. I find that sometimes as I do this movement, I like to widen my stance a little bit. Rolling through the feet. So you'll notice, because we're rolling through the feet, it will be very easy to locomote with this movement. It will be very easy to walk with it because your weight is shifting. So if you'd like to play with that, you're welcome to, or just leave it stationary, whatever feels good for now. Let's slow it down. And let's add some arms. Bring the arms up. Good, and bring them out. Offering the arms. Taking them all the way down to the hips. Let's draw them back up, wrist lead. Good, let's switch to slow, quick in the hips. Slow, quick. Hold the arms in second. Quick and quick. Good, keep it going, breathe. Hold it with the quick. Bring the arms up. Are you breathing? Nice. Keep it going. What happens if you try to walk forward with it? Use that push into the floor to help push you towards the mirror and then back, yeah? Bringing the arms in and done. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that I can send you new belly dance content weekly. If you are ready to level up your belly dance skills and build upon what we've learned here today, then you should join me online on Teachable. Sign up now and get access to 10 free classes that will help you level up your belly dance technique. You can join me at sahirabellydances.com/join me. I hope to see you there.